This is the second part of the series, The Multidimensional Message of Jesus. In the first part, we spoke about the pearl of light, the true treasure you came to this world for. Today, we go deeper. We will talk about your temple, that sacred space within you that needs cleansing, about faith that becomes knowledge, about doubt that keeps you on a shaky bridge over the abyss, and about the body, not as yourself, but as the house in which you live. Listen with your heart. Every thought in which you do not place an equal sign between me and you, between you and the universe, between the source and every particle of existence it has created, is a distorted thought, dividing the world into fragmented, unconnected parts. Such a thought brings with it illness and torment, or as I told my disciples, weeping and gnashing of teeth. Heavy is the burden of God's angel, who has come to believe that he is a mortal body, forever separated from the Father's love and never having known it before. Where your faith is stored, their truth washes your feet. That you see yourself as a body does not require your faith. Who resides in the body and who undergoes the bodily experience remains hidden from earthly eyes and concealed from ears. What is directed toward the outer world is not suited for confirming inner existence. For this, you have other instruments. With a brush, the artist touches paints and canvas, but does not use the brush to discover himself. Therefore, rely on vision in the world, but do not measure yourself by it. Even the vision that opens to you in dreams can say little about yourself. Vision, like your other senses, are constituent elements of earthly illusion, and therefore through them, you cannot discover yourself. Attention is something more multidimensional, transcending the boundaries of realities. From it stretches a thread to what you are, and while this thread disappears into a space unknown to you, faith is your helper, for I tell you, by holding on to faith, you acquire knowledge. Faith expands your capacity for learning. I tell you, you are infinite. You believe me, and from now on direct your attention to the infinite within you, which was previously closed to you due to disbelief. All that is believed in is sought. What is asked for will be given. Where you knock, there it will be opened. For what is supported by the attention of God's child is created in matter. When distortion is removed, when God's light remembers its luminosity, who then will speak on behalf of the body? Therefore the body is silent, and the Spirit of God within you knows. This knowledge no longer requires the need to be described or transmitted, for whoever remembers the light within themselves sees it in another and comprehends the inseparable unity. What is there to say between two rays from one star going into infinity? Only to be oneself and dwell in the great comprehension of truth, knowing oneself as what he is. Jesus came to the temple and drove out all who were selling and buying in God's temple, overturned the tables of the money changers and the benches of those selling doves. Jesus said to them, "It is written, 'My temple shall be called a house of prayer,' but you have turned it into a den of robbers." In the temple, the blind and lame came to him, and he healed them. Gospel of Matthew. Who is at war in your temple? Who bargains for every earthly moment? Who thinks that every next step depends on this deal? Who won in this deal, and who lost? In your mind there is a battle, but who fights whom for the right to survive, for the best place under the sun? If you knew that in this battle there are neither winners nor losers, would you feed it with your attention? Would you bargain for fleeting earthly gifts while under the watchful eye of the one who gives everything freely and offers all of himself to you? Every thought in which you are engaged as a way to strengthen your position in the world separating yourself from others, forgetting about the unified spirit, is that money changer and that merchant whom I drove from my temple. Do not think that you and I are different, that my temple was pure from the beginning. Entering it, I saw flickering shadows of those who did not belong there, and therefore I cleansed it each time before prayer, before the holy union with the eternal beginning. Your temple shines with God's light, and every particle of it is sanctified by the attention of your source. When you do not allow merchants who wish to turn your abode of light into a platform for manipulation, vigilantly watch everyone who enters, and if instead of blissful silence they convince you to engage in the scheme of duality, where there is any separation between you and truth, expel this visitor and return to the still silence of your temple, worshiping the light and dwelling in it. Those guests who are full of fear and complain about their bitter fate, heal them, giving them faith, strength, and knowledge that you yourself possess. What enters the temple will either be cleansed by the golden light of truth or perish beyond its boundaries, unwilling to change. Whoever becomes a wise guardian for the guests of this sacred space will find eternal refuge, and in infinite grace will merge with the one whom love itself has chosen as teacher. Do not wage war, but with a kind heart distinguish the visitors of your temple. Whatever the thought, whatever it brings to the altar of your temple, ask it whether it carries the light of truth, and if it does, let it enter the sacred fire of your altar and merge with the very furnace, becoming the flame of truth. And if there is no knowledge in it, even wrapped in poor earthly garments, let it stand before you until it shines with the only light and becomes like truth. Carefully remove false forms until you see that in likeness to the source, every thought is indistinguishable and like a mirror echoes others. The day will come when no one will enter this pure grace, for there will be no more sufferers and seekers of discord, and this day will become the great beginning of your new existence. To know more about truth means to feel it more. No other path unfolds as smoothly as the one you walk yourself, feeling the earth with your feet and taking air with your lungs. Your path cannot be walked by others, therefore you are here, and through you the return is accomplished. And the one who was sent to other worlds to comprehend himself will cease to exist once this comprehension is complete. From the whirlwind of truth, there is no hiding in any world you create, so create them boldly, remembering that they too are only a road to yourself. Hold your existence in reality in your tender hands, for what exists is worthy of life. When truth calls you to itself, leave the world in that moment and turn your gaze to where the source is. Thus, the return is accomplished. Do not wait for loud signals and magnificent messengers. That call is quieter than the flutter of the wing of the most inconspicuous fly, and softer than the touch of the finest legs. In that call from within you, nothing moves mountains, destroys bridges, or stops rivers. Like an echo of an unsung song, it will touch you with its presence, and only for a moment will it meekly draw your attention to itself. Therefore, be sensitive to every inner change. What knocks at your inner gates that you are destined to become? From age to age, your striving for truth gives birth again and again to your holy ascent into the womb of life, giving you flesh and blood to the world, birthing you as form in the world of forms. Do not believe that you are far from what you strive to comprehend. Between you and truth, no boundaries are conceivable. Being it, you sow with it, play with it in every moment. Through it, know yourself. Running from it, you return to it. Who can answer your call to know truth except yourself? the great discovery instantly transforms you from a worldly child into the divine. But what has become divine was such in every step of its path. No force in the world can change what was once accomplished. Therefore, neither the world you create as a way to know yourself, nor the forces with which you endow it, are frightening to you, and in no way affect you. Playing with truth is impossible in its pure discovery and living. It, so to speak, does not accept games. And yet the one who survived in the worldly game arose in response to truth dwelling within itself. And when a traveler arises, a road arises beneath him. If you see with a clear gaze that your entire path is the result of only momentary forgetfulness about yourself, the path will come to an end. No, worlds will not collapse and sky will not merge with earth. Only someone thirsting to return home will step into their native abode, and the one who left will disappear. When the traveler's garments are shed, who remains to dwell as oneself? Faith is knowledge. Knowledge of what is not forgotten and cannot be forgotten. Amaze the world with your faith, and it will repay you with the embodiment of what you believe in. Whatever the sorrow, as long as you believe in the source of sorrow, the world will embody it, obediently submitting to your power. Whatever the joy, as long as there is faith in the source of this joy, the world will nourish its roots and grow it for you. Such is the power of your participation in the world, the right to rule over the spectacle of existence you have given into the hands of the world. And even being given away, the right of creation remains entirely in your palms and your soul. Your essence cannot be given away, and you are not divisible into what is the sacred right and the one who gives this right away. From age to age, the world listens to you. You thirst for dominion over the life of embodied forms, and this dominion is yours. And may such power not blind you, for what is yours is given by God and is fully shared between you. Everything that your faith touches as an unshakable truth, rooted in the very sanctuary of your heart, will become knowledge and turn into reality. This is your lesson for the duration of earthly existence. Seek that center where faith sprouts and finds shelter in every cell of the body. In that center is the key to the creation of life, the source of forms and visible worlds. Where will you find support if not in your own innermost center, from which all answers descend upon you? And no matter how the world trembles under the weight of hurricanes and storms, you can easily take shelter in your holy altar temple, and in the silence of trust in that blessed atmosphere, faith will be born that will calm storms and quiet the tempest. Do not try to disperse clouds with the power of thought and direct rivers of water into oceans, draining the earth to take a step. Not a step of the foot, but a step of intention is your lifeboat that will bring you to the source. And in it, storms and tempests are not frightening if you transform trust into faith. I see your every maneuver when you do not go to your center to accumulate faith, but run to the world with a torch, trying to illuminate all the darkness that the storm covers with its bad weather. What is a torch here compared to the fire of the holy altar, where this storm was born and its boundaries were marked? While you stand outside, light 100 torches. You are part of the game. You are a role, and the torch is but a blade of grass against the countless army of formidable drops of the hurricane. When you, abandoning all participation in the storm, return to the altar, with your faith, you will extinguish both the storm and the hurricanes, and thousands of invisible enemies will kneel before you, obediently bowing their heads. Whatever thoughts you place on the altar will become faith, and faith will become knowledge that will create flesh and blood and enter the world. What is born of your faith will knock on the doors of the senses and become part of existence. Thus, you create within and know without, maintaining the cycle of world creation. And if you decide to swap everything, create outside and know within, you will erect boundaries between the role and yourself, and becoming involved in the role, you will forget about yourself. There is no entry for the role into your holy altar. Without garments and masks, without familiar images, voiceless, faceless, and bodiless, enter your sanctuary. Then your faith will not rely on phantoms of forms, and then your worldly creation will appear in divine guise, where there are no enemies, where storms have no power before the power of your divine knowledge. Crystal clear, you will enter your holy center. Crystal clear from it, the world will be created. You are a master of doubt. Your mastery is honed. Therefore, you have no equals in the universe. You can doubt even your own existence. But there is no benefit in that until you offer something in return that will withstand your stern gaze. You doubted so much that you cast yourself into an earthly world full of loneliness and purposelessness. Your doubt is not your friend. Can you not see? Why do you cling to it and through it, like a microscope, examine everything I give you? Doubt has no place where knowledge has found ground. While there is no knowledge, you choose from 1,000 options, wandering among forms filled only with emptiness, and in this emptiness, they are akin to each other. You look at an object and see only an object. But can the eye see the connections that can lead you to where you, with all your heart, long to be? What does the mind know about the subtle weavings of the divine? What does human experience know about your imperishable home from which you come? Doubt breeds stubbornness and despondency, and where there is despondency, there is a false goal for you, so insignificant that it should not be called a goal. Release such a goal and call it merely a point of stay, one of many that arises on your earthly path. The goal that alone can be called a goal is not connected to any destination, nor to space, nor to the distance of the path. Time has no power over it, and matter has no authority over it. Like a bird that in flight suddenly doubted its ability to fly and struggles to regain the skill, so you imagined that you lost, forgot, lost sight of, and placed on the chopping block of searching all your flight and the joy of soaring. Child, ignorance and unawareness are the intricacies of the patterns of your path, your delight, not punishment. Improvisation is the foundation of existence. You long with every step to tread on familiar ground, but is there any benefit in that? A game within a game is created by a game. I see what question hides within you. You are ready to play if only you knew that my support and safety net are guaranteed for you, if the game does not lead you into irreversible thickets from which the only exit is into the void of non-existence. How shaky is the bridge of doubt, for it is thrown across a river of fear and beset by disbelief on all sides. What do you want to lose, possessing nothing in the world? Beyond possession lies the secret of the ease of the game. Beyond expectation lies the source of inspiration. How long will you maintain your resistance, clinging to life on this rope bridge? Its price is your delight and happiness. That is why I keep telling you about faith and trust, about complete surrender to that power that leads you within you. You trust me with your breath, and the next one, and this one, not doubting each sip of water, the movement of a hand, a smile and a fleeting glance. You are therefore here, safe and in a wakeful mind. If you doubted that breath is within your power, you could break the thread of breathing. So why do you bring doubt into where there is only love and all unity, into our imperishable communion? I am closer than a sip of water, than inhalation and exhalation, closer than the vessels that carry blood through your body. I am closer than thought, closer than awareness. I am infinitely closer than everything you think of as your beginning. I am your source, and you are my furnace in which the heat of life is born and lives. Can fire part with heat, water with flow, air with the movement of wind? Do not darken our union with doubt, for then you begin a path in oblivion, without purpose, without means, and in bitter solitude that cannot bring happiness. What comes into your hands, take. What passes by, do not think about. Welcome what comes. What does not want to come, release with peace into my embrace. Celebrate what happens. Calmly forget what does not happen, trusting in my hands until the appointed hour. I do not give you a single drop of what I myself would not accept. What stands as an obstacle on the path, I will remove. What is needed, I will give as help. Only remember the purpose of earthly existence. The body is not you, but your home. As soon as you allow yourself to look at it, not as your form, but as your vessel, carefully preserving your life and allowing you to act in the world, your complaints against it will disappear. How much can you do for your home? Light a fire in it, wipe the walls, ventilate it, bring in lighting, take care of the pleasant aroma of its air, protect corners from dust and mold. Believe me, your dwelling does not demand so much from you, giving you back many times more in return. Do you live alone in your home? Alas, you are not the only inhabitant in it. Together with you, those who make up the home live, being an integral part of it. Such cohabitation benefits you, for it develops your responsibility toward your housemates. You do not owe your long life to yourself, but to them, who are patient and humble in maintaining your shelter. The sooner you comprehend this wisdom, the faster your magnificent position will be revealed to you, and your greatness is not expressed in lack of control, but in the scale of love capable of pouring out on those who are faithful to you. You do not serve the body, it serves you. Therefore do not exalt the servant, but do not torment him either. The servant chose this role because his devotion knows no bounds. Do not dress him in luxury, do not feed him royally, do not spend an entire fortune on his maintenance. But do not torment him with hunger either. Do not torture him with excessive work. Do not make impossible demands, for it is not him you are raising, but only yourself. Hear me, child. Only yourself have you come to overcome, and in this matter the servant is your helper. But if you devote all your attention to the servant, who will fulfill the task set before you on the earthly path? You are not tired. You are not hungry. You are not sick. You are not moving. To all these questions, the answer is negative as long as you believe otherwise. You believe this because of your closest union, your deepest unity with the body. Such is the divine law. Unity is the essence of the foundation of creation. But before realizing unity, it is important to understand unity of whom with whom, of what with what. You say, I am the body, and then clarify, I have a body. So who is the one who possesses the body and appears to me, but at the same time being everything, and the body too? Feel the body not as yourself, but as your home, in the most wondrous way, giving you senses and abilities to perceive reality in taste and color. A home consisting of trillions of cells, where each is no smaller a home, hiding other tiniest inhabitants and giving them shelter. You know what a fractal is, the likeness of a spiral on levels, where each level in its structure repeats and transforms the previous one. And your body is such a mosaic within a mosaic, essence within essence, repeatedly repeating and developing itself at each next level. And you are the keeper of the home, the majestic abbot of the temple. Take care of it, but do not consider it yourself in the sense you are accustomed to thinking. Such identification is insufficient, not false, but precisely insufficient. You are equal to all material, or all material taken together. Only these two polar positions reflect the truth to a greater degree than others that you are ready to comprehend now. Your home is not eternal, but you are eternal in it. And if it is your wish, you will repeat it, as you repeat what you love and what you are accustomed to. The essence of my current message is that as soon as you look at the body as a home, with its own features, its own atmosphere and uniqueness, you will be imbued with heartfelt closeness and gentle tenderness toward it. Because for now, at this temporary stretch, you are capable of feeling more compassion for something outside yourself than for yourself. You are strict with yourself because you think you have sinned and are reaping the fruits of your sins. If in this belief you have identified with the body, then it has received condemnation, and sinfulness has fallen upon it as illnesses and misfortunes of fate. Become everything totally, or be nothing of what is expressed in the fabric of matter, but do not identify with anything separate. Everything you make yourself, you will plunge into shame until you are healed from it, and look with the eyes of true love at everything you wanted to be, and what in reality you never were. Detachment is your medicine. But the miracle is that in detachment, love is born, undimmed by the storms of identification, and love unites everything again. And so you see the cycle, the law of divine existence, separate so as to want merging, and merge again so as to separate once more. Your doubt that there is something greater within you is natural. That part that is hidden, that acts as if without connection to you, is the source of your existence. You cannot do without it, but you should not yet count on complete merging with it. All you need is to allow that it is within you, and it is infinitely wider than your ideas about it. Who acts on your behalf is known to you. Who creates actions and all the scenery for them is hidden, but longs to be discovered. From beneath the cover of night emerges a traveler. His road is countless worlds. His heart is the foundation of all suns. His eyes are the space of eternity. What the traveler sees happens. What the traveler believes becomes reality. But this will not come to pass while his essence leads him and lays out before him the mosaic of the world. You are guided, but you are also the guide. There is no contradiction in this postulate. For everything sent into the world is united in the One and comes from the One. No matter how you pretend to be forgetful of your divine nature, you are inseparable from it. But your role in the world must also be lived, for without this experience, you will not remain satisfied with the spectacle you have created. Faith in the infinity and sanctity of your path will be enough for this path to cease being a trial and become a game, for the sake of which you created the world around you. From every doubt in yourself is born a probability of existence full of darkness. In it, everything is unclear, untrue, and disconnected from the One. You doubt yourself because you believe that your path has a tendency toward error, and that there is no one in you who knows in advance the outcome and purpose of your path. Today, you learned about the temple you carry within, about the merchants and money changers who must be driven from it every day, about faith that becomes knowledge, about doubt that keeps you on a shaky bridge over the abyss of fear, and about the body, not as yourself, but as a home in which you are the majestic guardian. Remember, I am closer to you than your own breath. Do not darken our union with doubt. What comes into your hands, take. What passes by, release with peace, and return to the silence of your temple, where faith sprouts and becomes knowledge. In the third part, we will go even deeper. We will talk about what happens when you stop doubting, about the power that leads you from within, and about how the traveler becomes who he always was. To be continued. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you do not miss it. Remember, you are guided, but you are also the guide. See you soon.